Hello everyone, this is the Wild Wheels and I am Vineet. I'm back with another video, another weekend, and this time I'm going to DD Hills. DD Hills is a short form. उसको बहुत अच्छे से pronounce करने नहीं आता है मुझे, and that's the reason I'm not pronouncing the full form of DD Hills. But yeah, so it's around 120 kilometers from Whitefield, and it's 9 o'clock right now. I also have a new mic setup. So last time I had it installed on my t-shirt. This time I have somehow managed to put it inside the helmet. So hopefully you will hear a lot less disturbance and a good solid audio. देखते हैं क्या होता है. I mean, it's again hit and trial. Yeah, so this is the new highway that I was talking about, which kind of connects your seven satellite towns around Bangalore. So I just need to keep riding this for the next 75 kilometers, I think. So for the next 75 kilometers, it's gonna be full highway, STRR. This is the same route that I take for Nandi Hills as well. So हमें I think उसके थोड़ा सा और आगे जाना है. And DD Hills is actually right of Tumkur, right? So I don't know how many people have heard about Tumkur. Bangalore people definitely, but for others I do not know. But it's one of the satellite towns in Bangalore, and this road is quite famous for Sunday rides. So you will see a lot of bikers here riding and enjoying the Sunday morning. I was going to start a bit early, but unfortunately I had a badminton game to play today. I mean, it's not unfortunate, it's quite fortunate, and it was a lot of fun. I actually won a lot of games today, so that's good. Yeah, and what else? I'm just trying to think what else did I do over the week. So yeah, I mean, it was a lot of work. Oh yeah, interesting thing that happened in the week. In the last video you must have seen a warning message on my bike for the first service. So I got my first service done on Friday last week. We are going to talk about that as well. I mean, it was kind of expected. I've watched a lot of videos over YouTube and kind of understood that the first service cost would be around 10,000. So when I went to the service center, the guy mentioned it would be around 14,000. So I was kind of a bit shocked when he बोला कि भाई देखो, don't make a fool out of me. What I have understood from others is, and from other videos, that it should be under 10,000. And he was like, yeah, it's the maximum range that it can go to. And I was hoping that it would not touch the maximum range, and thankfully it didn't. So the first service cost was around 10,000, and it took me around few hours or so to get that whole thing done. I think what they basically do is they replace the mineral oil with the engine oil, with the synthetic engine oil, and then they kind of change the brake fluids, update the software. It's not much, I mean, it's very minimal, but yeah, it was a good experience. So I went to the new showroom that has just opened in Mahadevpura. I think it's again the same dealership, JSP. In fact, when I was speaking to the employee, he said same employees have kind of shifted from Koramangala to Mahadevpura. So that's good. So they have, at least they have experience in this whole biking thing. So yeah, the service center experience was really good. People were nice. Everything was done. So on Friday I actually got two things done. One was your first service, and the second thing was I got the headlight guard installed. I also plan to go for a lot of off-road rides on this, right? So I think off-road and highway, both headlight guard kind of protects your headlights. Yep, so that was a bit about my week and what I did. It was work, BMW service, little bit of badminton, then again a lot of work. Yeah, I mean, that was all that I did on my week. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I work as a management consultant in one of the MNCs based out of US, and I've just joined a new project. It's a Southeast Asian client, and Southeast Asian clients are, it's a bit challenging to work with them. But it's a good learning for me. So I just joined the project, and it's gonna be a little bit hectic. I may also have to go on site, so I'm not very sure if I'll be able to make these weekly videos. But until that time, definitely I'm gonna try and do these Sunday rides. You know what? I've been watching a lot of videos, a lot of motor vlogging videos in YouTube over the last couple of weeks, and what I've realized is I'm just learning a bit about transitions. So a lot of videos what I've seen is they keep talking, and then when they don't have anything to talk about, they just put some music on that video. For that time being. So I am also going to try and do that, maybe in the editing thing. But yeah, I mean, editing, what to tell you, editing is also a challenge, man. It's not that easy. I used to think it would be just cutting some videos, merging some videos, and then voila, you have a YouTube video of your own. But it's not that simple, and I'm kind of now appreciating the effort that YouTubers actually take to develop or create a specific video. It takes a hell lot of time and a lot of effort, really. I mean, the last video that you see, I think it took me a full day to first go on a ride, get all the things together, think about the content, think about how I can make everyone laugh, and then when I came back from Nandi Hills, then I had to do that whole editing. So yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of time. Anyway, I'm not very sure if the video quality is that great, but hopefully I'll learn over time. I've just purchased a premium version of Adobe Editor. I think it's called Adobe Express. It has a lot of things, so I mean, it's pretty nice, but I'm yet to learn. There's going to be a steep learning curve, that's for sure. Okay, so until now the ride has been really amazing. In fact, Sunday is the best day to ride in Bangalore. I don't know about other cities, but in Bangalore, Sundays you don't have any traffic whatsoever. Any time of the day, I think you would see minimal traffic. So I started around 8:50, and there was no traffic when I actually crossed Whitefield. So that's really good. Starting of the trip, if you get traffic, I mean, पूरा mood खराब हो जाता है यार, and then it becomes a big issue. Wow. A highway ride on my BMW. It really is a dream come true. And when people say dreams do come true, I kind of now agree with it. I mean, this was I don't know, from how many years have I been thinking about purchasing this bike, and how many times did I actually was just going to do it, and then I kind of backed out. Something or the other happened, and of course it's a lot of money. So we have to think about a lot of things, and since I am a salaried employee, and considering the whole situation of AI taking away all our jobs and stuff, it was a very, very difficult decision to actually go ahead and purchase a bike. I think it's one of the most difficult decisions that I may have taken in my life. It was not very easy. I'm not even kidding. I mean, I had to think a lot. But the only good thing was I kept thinking about it for years and years and years together. So finally, when I got a chance, I just took it. Maybe I'll take some day and talk about how did I go. So my bike is not Karnataka registered, it's BH registered, and I've got it from Delhi. So maybe one day I'll talk about the whole process. I was able to save around, I think, almost 3 lakhs. In Karnataka, the on-road cost of this bike is around 19, 20, 1925. But I got it from Delhi, BH registered, So it costed me around 16 20. But then I had to get it shipped from from Delhi to Bangalore, and I hired and that was again a very big a big decision point, to be honest, because I mean I didn't want to give my bike to someone or a major logistics company like VRL or Gati, because I had heard a lot of bad reviews about it. So I did a lot of research. I found one guy through BMW Bangalore showroom, and he was able to so he had a what do you call that, Winger, a Tata Winger truck, specifically modified to transport these bikes to different racetracks. So I hired him, paid him around 60, 70, 80,000 rupees. He went all the way from Bangalore to Delhi, picked my bike, and then came all the way back to Bangalore. So that was a journey by itself, right? I mean, you spent like 16 lakhs on something, and you're just dependent on someone to bring the bike. I initially thought maybe let me do a road trip, go to Bangalore and then go to Delhi and then ride all the way back to Bangalore. But since I didn't have much experience on this bike and any of such heavy bikes, so I thought let me not take that risk and let's just go with someone who has done this job. And the guy, maybe I'll share the number here, the guy did a wonderful job. So he has been in this business for quite some time. So what he does is he takes bike from Bangalore or nearby cities and then takes it to the Chennai racing track. Is it Chennai racing track or is it Madras racing track? There is a racing track in Tamil Nadu. I think it's in Coimbatore and in Chennai as well. So he takes the bikes there. He's in that business, and what a guy, man. He did all that in 4 days. So 2 days from Bangalore to Delhi and then 2 days from Delhi to Bangalore. But yeah, it was a journey by itself. I mean, I was so anxious. I mean, and I had my fingers crossed the whole time. मुझे लग रहा था यार आ पाएगा नहीं आ पाएगा, कहीं कुछ गड़बड़ ना हो जाए, should I take some insurance, will police catch the vehicle, because that also happens, right? I mean, once you enter Karnataka, you know how Karnataka police is. They catch without any reason, and they're very strict. So if the paperwork is not good, if the bike is not registered, and in fact the bike was not even registered. I did a temporary registration in Delhi and then I got it all the way to Bangalore. I still don't have the BH number plate. I mean, it's registered, I have the RC and everything. It's just that the Delhi showroom people have to send it here. So yeah, I mean, I was planning to actually maybe make a separate video about it, but I kind of जितना मुझे पता था मैंने सब बता ही दिया. But yeah, I mean, that guy actually helped a lot. I mean, he took some money. I mean, of course it was expensive, but at least the bike was in Bangalore safely. And once you actually purchase something and then you're always having that itch, yaar jaldi se aa jaye, jaldi se aa jaye, jaldi se aa jaye. And then being this my dream bike, I mean, those 4 or 5 days was really difficult. I mean, it was, every hour was like 24 hours by itself. It was like always thinking about it. Oh my god, when the bike will come, when will the bike come, and but yeah, when it came, wow. Maybe I'll share some clips from that time. I'll show you guys how that finger looked like.